Capricorn, if you're feeling stuck or blocked, this is for you. And this is for Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. So this is for a specific subset of the Capricorn collective who is definitely feeling just a little bit like, and you don't know why. Spirit has the answers for you today. Okay, so what's going on right now is that you are supposed to be at the completion of a cycle, but you're stuck like trying to get over that hump of like finishing. So you got the full moon card, and in this case, the full moon card is basically saying something is supposed to be coming to fruition. It's supposed to be coming to, you know, closure in a good way. This is like finishing a project. This is like launching a new thing and getting it out the door and like seeing the benefits of that and being like, that's done. And then you're supposed to be able to move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, but you're stuck in this, like, you're stuck on the day of the full moon is probably the only way to express it. It's like this full moon day has been going on and on and on for you. And you're like, okay, like, when's it gonna like pop so I can like finish and move on? Anyway, this is where you're stuck. And the reason that you're stuck here is because you have an unhealthy situation of some kind in your life, a relationship, an unhealthy energy, an unhealthy thought pattern, a habit, but it's something in your life and you know it's unhealthy, okay? So you did get the Five of Swords crossing the full moon. This is what's blocking you. And like I said, you kind of have like a suspicion that it's unhealthy, but it's almost like you don't think it's affecting anything. Like you think it's compartmentalized, you think it's isolated. You're like, well, you know, the full moon thing is work, but the unhealthy situation is personal and I compartmentalize. So Gabby, I promise they're not related. No, honey, they are. Spirit is telling you that this is affecting that energetically. Like even if it's not like functionally impacting it, it is energetically. You're blocked because you have to resolve this unhealthy conflict situation. I am getting a feeling of conflict for some reason, okay? You did also get the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this may even be like just some like disharmony at home, you know, like arguing with your partner, fighting with your kid, but whatever this disharmony, this conflict, this like, again, it's getting to the point where it's pretty toxic, to be honest, and it is impacting your aura, it is impacting your energy, and it is keeping you stuck. So you have to resolve this conflict, okay? And Spirit says, first be aware. Yes, it's worth dealing with. You need to actually deal with it. You can't put it off. It's almost like you've got it reversed where you're like, well, I need this thing to finish and then I'll deal with that thing. It's the opposite. Deal with the emotional thing. Everything else loosens up. And I know it's emotional because you also got a lot of cups cards. I'll tell you what they are in a second, but you definitely got a lot of like, hey, this emotional turmoil, no matter how much you think you've suppressed it or compartmentalized it, it's almost like it's put like a scent around you that is like everyone's like, I'm just not sure. So you can't finish something. Okay, anyway, fix it. Okay. And then you will move into your new moon energy. I just thought this was so interesting that I got the full moon and the new moon and the Five of Swords blocking the full moon. Just such interesting message here. So you are meant to then finish that thing, and then you need to do some daydreaming about what's next, about the new thing. And Spirit says you can't daydream clearly if you have this lingering emotional toxicity as well. So the reason you're blocked on this is because of the thing we just said, but it's more like, well, you can't be ready to move on to the next thing until this emotional thing is cleared up. That's why you're stuck in this stage, is because it's the next thing that's blocked. Anyway, so fix this emotional thing so that you can truly see this clearly and start daydreaming about what's next. Like you're supposed to really be able to like feel this like relief from this emotional tension, this emotional conflict. Like you're supposed to be like, take a breath. And then once you like set it down, then you can truly like picture clearly that next step for you. Like I can literally picture you picturing it and it just creating this beautiful vision. And then once you have the vision, that is when, Capricorn, you need to channel this Virgo energy. You got the Virgo card. So what's going to happen is that once you have this like picture like solidly in your head, then you need to get a little bit meticulous about like some planning, get into some details, like really start like thinking through and making lists. Like Spirit wants you to like be really practical, basically. And so Capricorn, like, you know, I was just going to say Virgo's your earth sister. That's so cute. I've never used those words before, but Virgo is your earth sister. So channel that Virgo energy and really, again, there's something about doing very meticulous planning once you have this daydream set. And that thing is going to be successful. That thing is going to be very successful. So fix your emotional house. Fix your emotional house. Then you can finish the thing. Then you can daydream about the next thing. And then you need to get into some meticulous planning. And you'll be able to see so much more clearly. You'll be able to like plan clearly. Your logic's going to be back on track. Like you're going to feel like yourself again because you've resolved this like toxic situation. And when you do that, you got the 9 of Cups. Yes, this is like wish come true. Like, you know, you're going to be like dancing in a field energy. I can never say enough about the good cards. I feel like I'm not that great about explaining how good it's going to get. But basically, like whatever you daydream and however good you picture it being, you will create that by doing this work, by doing this planning, by making sure your vision is good. So remember, clear the emotions, finish the thing, set the vision, make the plan. It's going to be amazing. So make sure to picture something like the sky's the limit. Picture something amazing for yourself, because if you set your sights too low, that's what you're going to get. You know what I mean? So set your heights as high as you can and don't operate out of fear. That just keeps coming through. Don't operate out of fear. Don't let fear or self-limiting beliefs ratchet down your dreams. Like reach higher basically, because you're going to get what you dream for. So you might as well dream big is really the vibe here. Okay. And then you also have something coming through about partnership, like emotional partnership. So maybe once this like tension is resolved in the house, then your emotional partnership is going to be fulfilling again. It will be back on track. It will be like healthy and loving. Like you'll reach new heights of love is the message that's coming through. I know I don't normally do romance stuff, but you will genuinely reach new heights of love in your loving relationships, or even call in one if you don't have one. If you do this, you know, like this is really special. This is really sweet. And this is really destined. And then I do have to say, remember when I said it's like, that's going to work. You're going to have like huge success. You got the 10 of coins. You got the 10 of coins, like legacy building money, dreams come true money. So it's worth it. It's almost like Spirit wants you to know, hey, it may feel rough. Like you've been avoiding doing this thing because you're just like, I'm fine. But Spirit's like, it can be so much better. It can be so much better. And for you to get the 9 of Cups and the 10 of coins, both of them are basically like wish fulfillment cards, like in terms of your like emotional like life and like having that emotional life be like this beautiful, you know, flowery, gorgeous future. Again, I suck at talking about this, but I can see it. Having your financial future being so set and so established. Like, isn't it worth a little discomfort? You know what I mean? Isn't it worth getting outside your comfort zone? Isn't it worth addressing this like lingering like conflict and resolving the emotions so that you can be your best self and move into your best future? I think it is. Okay, Capricorn, let's do your affirmation cards. And remember, if you need more clarity, you can always book a private reading through my website, only through my website. I don't DM you first. And if you DM me, I'm just going to send you the website. So just go to the website. And we also do consultations and coaching sessions. Those are super fun. I say we, but it's me and Spirit. Those are really cool, but those are also booking up fast. So, all right, let's see what you get for your affirmation cards. That one came in upside down, so I'm not supposed to see it yet. Also, the affirmation cards, like, I'm feeling like you might... Let's see if there's another one. Okay, yeah. No, you did. You got all 3. All right, let's start with the last one. 2, I am diplomatic. So when you're resolving this emotional conflict, this emotional turmoil, be diplomatic about it. For some reason, part of you is going to want to pop off a little bit. Do not. Do not. Like, restrain that urge. Be diplomatic. Resolve it carefully, resolve it fairly. I don't know. There's something about resolving it like unemotionally, even though it's emotional. Okay. You also got 4-4. Ooh, master number. I am supported. Spirit wants you to know you are supported in this endeavor. Yes, the angels, the spirits, your spirit guides are looking out for you and you are supported. Face this discomfort. You are supported through it. This is really special. 19, I'm a pioneer. You are supposed to pioneer something new. The thing that you're dreaming of, the thing that you daydream, it's really cool. Spirit really wants you to do it. Please, please, please do it. Whatever it is going to be super special. I love this pioneer energy. Okay, Capricorn, I hope that was helpful. Have an awesome weekend.